When Nima left her village, she carried only two things: a small bag of clothes and a heart full of hope. Her parents were poor farmers, and when she got accepted into a university in the city, the whole village celebrated as if it were a miracle. There was no money for rent, so her uncle, her mother's elder brother, offered to host her. He is rich. People said he will help her succeed. Nima believed them. Her uncle lived in a big house in town, with clean tiles, soft sofas, and a gate that opened with a remote. He lived there with his wife and two children. On that first day, Nima felt small standing in that house. But she promised herself she would work hard and never bring shame to her family. That promise would soon become her heaviest burden. At first, her uncle smiled and welcomed her, but his wife did not. Nima was given a tiny room near the kitchen. Her days started before sunrise. She'd clean the entire house, wash the dishes from the night before, and prepare breakfast for the family all, before rushing off to her university classes. When she returned, tired and hungry, a mountain of chores was always waiting for her. Her uncle saw everything. He saw her scrubbing floors while his own children watched television. He saw her washing clothes by hand while the washing machine sat unused. And he said nothing. His silence was a constant, chilling presence in that house without love. At dinner, his children ate meat and fruits. Nima ate leftovers, if there were any. Many nights, she studied with an empty stomach, the sound of laughter from the living room a cruel reminder of her isolation. When she needed money for school supplies or fees, her uncle would sigh dramatically. "Do you think money grows on trees?" he'd ask, even as his expensive car sat gleaming in the garage. If she struggled with an exam, she was berated for being ungrateful and lazy. If she passed with flying colors, her success was met with indifference. No one noticed. No one cared. Night after night, Nima cried silently into her pillow, muffling her sobs so no one would hear her pain. The breaking point came one evening. She had stayed late at the university library to study for an important exam. When she finally got home, her uncle's wife was waiting for her, her face a mask of fury. She accused Nima of roaming the city streets and bringing shame to the family. "You think you were free just because you were in town," she screamed. "This is not your house." Nima looked at her uncle, pleading with her eyes for him to intervene, to say something, anything. He just watched, his face blank. He remained silent. That silence shattered Nima more than any insult ever could. It told her she was worthless, that she was alone. That night, she packed her small bag, the same one she had arrived with, full of dreams. But now, her heart felt heavier than she ever thought possible. Before the sun rose, she slipped out of the house and walked away, not looking back. Nima found refuge with a friend from campus, who lived in a single, crowded room. Life there was a different kind of hard. They slept on a thin mat on the cold floor. Some days, they shared a single meal. Other days, there was nothing to eat at all. Hunger became a constant companion. She often felt dizzy and weak, battling headaches as she tried to focus on her studies. She walked for miles every day because she couldn't afford the bus fare. There were moments when the despair was so overwhelming she wanted to quit, to give up and return to the shame-free poverty of her village. But two things kept her going: the pride that refused to be broken, and the pain that, over time, began to forge an unbreakable strength within her. The years passed slowly, each day a test of endurance. While her classmates rested or socialized, Nima worked. She took any job she could: fine cleaning houses, tutoring younger students, assisting in small neighborhood clinics. She was a ghost, moving through the city, fueled by sheer will. Her nights were spent studying, her books illuminated by a single dim bulb, until her eyes burned with exhaustion. She failed exams sometimes. She stumbled. She cried often, feeling the weight of the world on her young shoulders. But she never, ever stopped. Whenever she felt like giving up, she remembered her parents' hopeful faces. She remembered the deafening silence of her uncle's house. And she used that pain, that memory, as fuel. She would not be a victim. She would be a victor. Then came the day it was all for. Graduation day. Nima stood tall, dressed in a crisp white coat. She was no longer the girl who washed floors. She was a doctor. The hands that once scrubbed dishes were now skilled to save lives. When her name was called, the entire hall erupted in applause. Her classmates cheered for the quiet, determined woman they knew had fought unimaginable battles. Her uncle wasn't there. Her aunt wasn't there. But as Nima walked across the stage, a genuine, radiant smile lit up her face. She had survived. She had won. She didn't stay in the city to chase wealth or fame. Instead, she returned to her village not with a heart full of anger, but with a spirit full of dignity and purpose. With her savings, She built a small clinic for her people. She treated the poor for free, giving them the care and compassion she had been denied. She became the very hope she had once so desperately needed. As for her uncle, news of Dr. Nima traveled from the city back to his big house. He heard her name spoken with reverence and respect, in the same town where he was just another rich man, and for the first time, sitting on his soft sofa, in his house full of things but empty of warmth, he felt the heavy weight of shame. Nima's story teaches us a powerful truth. Family is not always defined by blood. True love and support are shown through actions, not empty words or shared DNA. And sometimes, the very people who try to break us unknowingly forge the strength that ultimately saves us and allows us to save others. From a hungry girl in a silent house to a healer for her community, Nima's journey is a testament to the incredible power of the human spirit. Thank you for watching. If Nima's story touched you, please share it to inspire someone else who might be fighting their own silent battle. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more stories of resilience and hope.